Hello, and welcome to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, aboard whatever the name of the ship is. Today, I'm gonna start working on clearing the 9-star village. It's not very long. I have to remember to eat before I even pick up the quest. I'm not gonna pick up a quest right now, but there's a lot of decent monsters. They're not all the best, but it's a decent selection. But before that, I'm going to talk to this guy, because I think there's a hunting horn art or something that okay, he had nothing worth saying. I think there's an art that I should have unlocked, but I just wanted to make him not have the pop up above his head. So, that sounds weird. Okay, well, good timing on that. I don't know what I want to hunt. I don't want to start with a capture quest. I don't like Gravios. It's just not that interesting. This is a normal Zinogre. Sure. I've definitely fought Zinogre in this game before. I can't remember what the jungle has, as if it has a temperature zone to worry about, so I have to worry about that. It's gonna be almost nothing here. Oh yeah, it's a village quest. It's been a while since I've done a village quest, so it only has one map. I remember this map though, yeah. The one that they very much, it feels like they copied the layout in Sunbreak. Not the exact same zones, effectively, but the layout is incredibly similar. I forgot, because I need to craft more max mega potions. It should be fine. I have a bunch of max potions that I can use. Just kind of... It's just a weird beginning. Remembering, oh yeah, nope, I have one mega potion to work with. And I don't want to use honey to craft them right now, but I probably should. Because this is a village quest, I'm unlikely to need the max potions for a non-advanced village quest. That was greedy. I don't know if... It's probably just my side. I'll have to check after, but I recently fixed something about my headphones. And so this sounds different, but I assume that's just my headphones. And not like the actual audio output being any different. But if it is, I'll have to look into that before next time, because I won't check until I'm done this. It's definitely gonna roar there. Or, lightning explode there. Oop. Perfect. Why is it so slow though? That second follow-up was incredibly delayed compared to what I would expect. Okay, good. That was lucky. That was probably fine, but a little questionable. Oh, that's not... That's actually remarkably frustrating. I hit A too soon relative to pressing the left bumper, so it and I also happened to be at where the bone husks are, which led to collecting bone husks and getting hit for nothing. Yeah, that's fair. I was right in the middle of that. That, I think, actually did miss. That was weird. Because I hit like an invisible wall of its chest. Or torso, or whatever you call it on an animal. And then I rolled under it after it jumped. I'm gonna keep rolling for a second. That happened to be perfect. That also worked. That's kind of the most interesting thing about the aerial style. It actually does often have pretty generous iframes that you can sort of use to avoid some attacks, which is interesting. Oh, that's lightning. I don't trust that. It's leaving? Okay, good. I forgot that I didn't have any rations. I'll use normal potions for a bit. No, I shouldn't. I should just accept that I'm unlikely to need to craft a bunch of max potions. Because I'm just going to use mega potions anyway, so... It feels like it should be mounted in like 2 more hits. Like just a little more. Though it also feels like it shouldn't be enraged anymore, but... Yeah, doomed because I went for a bad jump. What is it? I don't know. Oh, I hate that. It's just like semi-random looking lightning. I don't think I've seen that attack before. Please just... I got saved by the Blongos there. That's kind of crazy. The iframes after getting hit by them saved me from the tail slam. I don't care. I'm just gonna accept getting hit if I get hit. That's the mount? Okay. Got greedy. I think this version of Zenogre's pretty good. I don't think there's anything about it that's worse than Rise. Or, like, between Rise and this, it just feels different, but neither's better or worse. I can't judge World, because I think World only had it in Master Rank. Which, A, I haven't played, and B, a Master Rank version of a monster is never the same as a high rank or low rank. It's almost always a little more of a shift than the low to high rank, I think. Oh, these thunder bugs are gonna be annoying. What is it attacking? Nothing. Why is it so angry? Just because I'm beating it up doesn't mean it needs to take out its anger on its, I don't know, imaginary friend. Oh, it's funny. Because I don't know basically anything about the movie that's about imaginary friends that was released sometime this year. Though actually, time of release might not be this year anymore. But for some reason, over Christmas, relatives were talking about it. I don't remember how it got to that topic. I mean, they were talking about, like, the twists and how it wasn't really surprising. Which, mentioning a twist about anything is always spoilers, because, like, if you don't know something has a twist, then the twist is always more of a twist than, oh, this movie has a twist. It's like, what is the twist? You're looking for it. You can potentially spot it if you expect a twist. Where if, like... I was probably talking about generic Hallmark movies as well. Like, Predator movies in general. Like, if you were watching a generic Hallmark movie, or Hallmark-style movie, and then there was a sudden twist that the whole thing was a fake simulation meant to trick holiday enjoyers into buying Christmas cards within the movie, not in reality, then that would be a twist, because you don't expect anything, or I imagine most people don't expect anything from Hallmark movies. Well, they don't expect anything beyond the exact basic plotting every time. Maybe not the exact basic, like the general setup is seems to pretty much always be the same. Even in weird versions that become popular for some reason, that are weird retellings of Frosty the Snowman, sort of? Very weird. That become popular on Netflix in at least Canada because a small town in Ontario, I think? It could have been anywhere. Some small town was relatively showcased, so... But it was interesting to learn that apparently a lot of Hallmark movies are filmed in Canada with a lot of Canadian actors, so they qualify as, like, Canadian media for, like, quotas and stuff. Which is funny. Like, the purpose of the quotas is probably to get people making stuff in Canada with Canadian people, which is why it would probably qualify, but... It's just funny to me. Can run away. Yes. What? I didn't know Zinogre super jumped. Wow. He has great legs. I didn't know he did the super jump. I mean, he does it for a different reason, I think, than Rajang. Rajang does it mid-fight, whereas this one, oh, he has to get to zone 5 from zone 3 to sleep, probably. Which means he just has to... He has to jump if he doesn't want to run through 3 zones. Well, he has to run through zone 2 at the bare minimum. Zone 7 is also an option. Oh, that's not actually quite what I wanted. The music doesn't kick on until it aggroes? That's a pretty anticlimactic ending, because the explosion from the element discharge was like barely hitting him. That was... I miss village quests. I really... These village quests are so much more, less HP spongy. Which is wonderful. Not having to deal with sponges of HP. Which again is made for multiplayer, so it makes sense, but... It's still interesting. It's a lot of stuff compared to what I expected. Not helpful at all. Who's this? Complete the 9-star village quest, earn your gear. Is just designs. Mariner set? Female only. F Mariner set. It's always funny. I'm gonna talk to a few people. I think I'll start talking to people between quests. Like 1 or 2 people for each quest I do. Oh, that's not what I need. I need to go food, otherwise I'll forget. No. If I do food, I will absolutely forget to craft the necessary mega potions. You know what? For a second, I'm going to mute this so that it doesn't make the worst noise imaginable for the next 30 seconds. It's kind of... It's another thing that, unless I'm missing a control here, has really improved with every installment. Basically just the next installment world, not having to press and hold to craft. I don't see a way to craft in bulk beyond just pressing and holding. sounds back because I'm not doing that anymore. It's like, that's another thing that, it's very minor, but it's a lot better. Not having to just spam that. I might do this, because I like Nursilla. It's in the Primal Forest, though. One of my least favorite maps. That's a suspicious quest. Whatever the danger is must be something noteworthy. Yeah, this is a quest. As are those. Oh, I guess this is. I guess Lagiacris is actually just on this tier, huh? I'll do these ones next. I'll start with the one that feels kind of suspicious. It's about the time in the game where it could be that I get attacked by a Rajang. It's possible. Lagiacris. I will check over this way. I should probably buff occasionally. Okay, nothing here, which means it's probably in here? It could be further up the coast, or out towards the sea. Okay. I will continue out first and then make my way back. Kinda wonder where it might end up. That shadow was suspicious for a second. I thought for a moment there was a giant flying monster. Okay, definitely not here. It's definitely not going to be up. But up will be reasonably quick to get to a new location instead of just backtracking. Oh, no, it is here. I just couldn't see it. I wonder if it just showed up. Because I'm pretty sure it can swim here from one of the central areas. Oh, I got lucky. If I'd done what I intended there, which was to jump off its leg, I definitely would have gotten electrocuted. That camera was really bad. Oh yeah, that camera... The camera's not dynamic enough. So when you're mounted near a wall, it just sort of is a nightmare. Oh, interesting. Very quick part break. I got stuck against the wall. It's a very gentle part break compared to a lot of the ones in this series. Well, I did get away, nice. Oh, I keep thinking that I need to try other weapons. I'm dead. Yep, got hit. That's way too bright. Wait, was that... That actually saves time. I was about to say, did that attack clear the lightning from its back, but no, the lightning's just very... That's not what I wanted. The lightning's just not there consistently. It discharges, then builds up and discharges, I guess. Oh. I thought it was going to shoot in the direction that it was looking. My bad. Way too bright. Yeah, so like the lightning's gone after that attack for a little while. I'm committed to this in the hopes that it would mount. Didn't think it would, but... Excuse me, alright. Oh. What is it doing? Roaring at a rock. Yeah. Oh, actually, that actually shows that it was pretty close to mounting to cancel the lightning attack. That was almost doomed. That green was moving way too quick when it was still technically green. Nope, that was doomed. Because I was still actively attacking, but the green was getting closer to me. The green was moving, like the mouth representing the offensive gauge, was moving just as fast as I was when mashing. So unless there's a way to mash faster, that's questionable. If the green is at the same speed. Because some of these monsters' mounts do have, like, it stays green, but it moves as way faster than it should for being green. Okay, that... I don't know what direction that goes. That was undodgeable, because I don't know if it shoots straight behind it or not every time. Because there was no visual indication that that's exactly where I was about to be struck by lightning. That I could tell. I should cut the tail, but... Yeah, I don't... It must always be the same direction. Otherwise it's garbage. But it definitely seems consistent. Like one going where its tail is, one going kind of back into the left. Need to eat. What the heck was that? Oh, my stamina was empty. Because you can't recover stamina when you're being roared at, despite the fact that you're standing still doing nothing. Which is an interesting, like, punish. Like, you have low stamina because of whatever, you get hit by a stamina reducing attack. And then it's a roar, but you don't recover stamina during the roar. So you get punished. That was funny looking. That's doomed. So you get punished for the low stamina because the roar dooms you. Whatever, just do this. Time to escape. Well, can't let it escape. Let's just check. Yeah, it must be consistently front, back, left, right, but with a little bit of angle variation. I'm mostly focusing here because the sub-quest is to break the back, and I don't think I've broken that yet. But maybe I did, and I just wasn't paying attention to the text that popped up. Because I think the back is separate from the torso and like the front of the torso. Yeah, that roar is disgusting. That roar leaves you stuck there for a very long time. Let's step back for a second. Oh, I didn't think I was quite that close. Okay, come over this way, away from the wall. Oh, that's faster than I thought. Okay, so hopefully with this I should be able to break the... Yeah, I don't think the back is broken, because one of the spines would be chipped. Oh, fake out. That was my bad. Well, that's not gonna break the back. I'm probably gonna have to re-paintball soon. This is one of my least favorite things, where they do these attacks that won't hit, but all they do is make it so you just sit there waiting for the attack to be done. I'm assuming these upper in the air attacks are hitting the back. Oh, actually, that looks like the back might be broken. Okay. Every time. Yeah, but it's not broken, so... I haven't gotten the wound quest complete. Okay, it's limping. I'm definitely not finishing the quest. Unless I get lucky and get a free mount for no reason that I don't deserve. Okay. Interesting start. I don't know, I never expected to instantly begin with a big lightning attack. That was a medium lightning attack, but... Okay, somehow I get the tail cut. I really don't think the tail cut is deserved. That's... Yep. Just move, please. Or don't. Yeah, that's such a long cooldown after the attack. As always, I hate when they move this quickly. But it's fine. The tail cut's kind of interesting. It's very fishy. The cross section from on its tail, it's, you know, a fish. The vertical sort of thing instead of horizontal. Just roar. No roar. Very weird that I got the tail cut, but no back break. Because I'm pretty sure that was the subquest back break. Very odd. Very odd that I got the tail cut. Well. Monster done. I guess I can do one more. Maybe I do the double Nursilla? Or I do Gravios as a way to end on a bad note. I have to do it eventually, and might as well do it at the end instead of the start. I need to look at food again at some point. I need to figure out if there's a proper food to a different food I should be using. And like I was gonna do the quest-based quests, like these types. But I think it's a good time to get rid of this quest. It's not the worst. Ooh. Very generic name. I think Ruined Pinnacle doesn't have hot or cold, but I can't remember. Okay. No, I should go up to check first instead of going to. I think down is less likely than up. This is exactly where Gravios should be. I'm gonna go through here. It was very funny to learn about this by falling accidentally. And then having to run all the way back up to find the monster I was trying to hunt. Hey! That's pretty convenient. What? That was a very quick mount. That was incredibly quick. Is it weak to mounting, or was it just the first jump was a good jump? Because like even the other two monsters that I fought in the village just today, got to realize this all matters, they didn't go that quickly. That was bad. I was on the other side of it. Okay, great timing on the climb. I wonder if Gravios is just weak to gravity. Like, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Sort of, I don't know, aesthetic. Oops, that wasn't red at the time I got hit. It was bad to walk into it. I just think the red should last a little longer as well. Okay, yeah, so I definitely need to break its torso. Because then I think that vents heat. Somehow is what it looks like. The last time I fought it. That was a weird sound. Shoot. I wanted to use the falling off to wake me up instead of getting hit, but oh well. Love when they step back at about twice their stride length. It's weird to me that it's not making the usual you're hitting stone sound when I'm hitting it. Is it actually just a soft monster? There's that broken, good. That's the sound effect I expected everywhere, not just at base. It's been a while since I fought a Gravios. That was actually a fair hit. Its feet are very weird. It looks very bird-like. Instead of, like, maybe not bird-like. It's not chunky. Yeah, see, that canceled the AoE fire because I broke its back, which is cool. But, like, the feet are not super wide and chunky, like you would expect for a giant, super heavy monster. They are wide. But I guess it's mostly the fact that it has individual toes is what's weird to me. Well, not weird, but notable. Oh yeah, the different mount states based on its current status is funny. Like it's on its back instead of its front. I don't know what the difference is, whether it's breaking the back or dealing enough damage or what specific difference is. I should be attacking the tail, because I think there's a break there that I could go for. Oops. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, the venting at the top is great. I think that's really cool. It gives me a better opinion of the monster when it has actual, like, if I didn't really, that was the transition point? Really, that was way further than I expected. I'm gonna start from the same direction. Wow, that is a lot further than I thought. Huh. Like, whenever the part breaks actually do something, that's always the most interesting. Though my understanding of Nersilla's part break, from what I've read, I'm not the biggest fan of that, because it changes elemental weakness. Which means that in theory, if you have a weapon that's elementally strong before breaking the part, then you don't want to break the part. Like, it's the main carapace, so you wouldn't be able to avoid it? Which then, to me, just makes it seem like it just feels like it's probably better to not bother with any element, or in that way, and instead just go for like a raw, focused weapon. Which I really think raw weapons shouldn't be the optimal choice. They should be generically usable, but for specific monsters, any monster that has an elemental weakness, it should be better to use elemental weapons 100 times out of 100. Well, 99 times out of 100. It's a pretty gross part break. that entire chest being, all the stone skin on its chest being ripped off. It's very gross. It flew for a second. That's cool. Oh, tail's too tall. Oh, it has a very tall tail. It's a liar, basically. I wonder what the origin of, like, fake stories being tall tales is. Like, why tall became exaggerated, or like, it makes sense because it's just what it's always sort of been in terms of recent time, in the last, I don't know, several decades, maybe probably centuries is my guess. That was a reload, that was dumb. This is bad. It hit. Oh, those animations are silly. They're not that bad, they're just silly. Yeah, I wonder what the, like, etymology? Because entomology is bugs. Which is... Oh, it's a multi-carve. Cool. It's just a classic English... well, it's not really English specifically, but the use of etymology and entomology is just so similar. Which, there's a limit to number of sounds, so it makes sense that there's things that sound similar, but... What is it doing? I mean, I think I've definitely... Gravios has to be weak to mounts, because otherwise... I think I mounted it more than most other monsters. At least more frequently. Lovely timing for that to wear out. This is the best timing imaginable for the paintball to have worn out fairly recently. I'm assuming it went in this direction. Not here specifically, but like to the east. And this is the most likely place in my mind. But it could have dug anywhere, because there's no definitive, oh, it digs here so it goes in that direction. Ah, good. Oh, I broke a wing, I think. Or a wingtip. Please stop. Rude. I think I actually moved into that. I might not have been hit if I hadn't. What? It actually did the limp there without having a plan to escape. Weird. Nope, wait. I just want to double check. It is hunt, good. Yeah, that's definitely more mounts than normal. It has to be weak to mounting. Or maybe not directly weak to mounting, but some factor of, like, some factor in the monster's statistics make it more prone to being mounted compared to a Lagiacrus. Okay. Dead Gravios. Can't mine because I don't carry pickaxes. That was fun. Mostly it was only fun because the mount triggered so many times. But it was not a frustrating monster. I think that's the most important thing. Oh, what would happen if I jumped off of that in the quest complete screen? Ooh, I have to test that in the future. If I remember. Oh, wait a second. I'm just not paying attention. It's not terrible. It's a piece of gear that's not completely worthless. It's not an iron sword and shield. Okay. Someone wants to talk to me. I don't know who, though. These two. Why do they want to talk? Oh, that was the quest I did before. Which means this can be new food. I need to go to Berna. I'll have to talk to all these people for sure. Armorfish. Armorfish morsel. Wrong buttons. It's just fish in this, a surf and turf, but it's ramen? Huh? What? Armorfish plus Malfest roast makes ramen. Like, his ingredients probably make sense, but it's just a weird roast. Like, a surf and turf sort of name might have made more sense, though steak and roast are not the same thing, and I think steak is the traditional surf and turf component, and I think surf and turf is often lobster, but it's not important. That will be it for today. The quests for this 9-star don't seem like they will take too long, so it shouldn't be way too much more before village 10-star. And I'm gonna focus all the village stuff and then probably try to upgrade my weapon as much as I can before going back to the hub, or maybe look at other weapons to make before going back to the hub, stuff like that. But that's distant-ish future. So, well, technically, that's next year. That's to worry about for the distant future of next year. Haha, common joke. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.